Hi everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the June update on the Wellbeing Challenge, and we'll also announce the August Wellbeing Challenge.
What about the July one?
We might announce the July one because we've got no idea what we're doing in August. Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on. Anyway, June's challenge was read a book for 20 minutes every day. Mm-hmm. I've loved it. I've really found a way to incorporate it in with whatever my day is. So sometimes it's been 20 minutes just before I go to work. Like I'll get up, exercise, have my breakfast, and then just before I go to work, sit on the couch and read for 20 minutes. I've enjoyed that part of it. Sometimes I haven't been able to factor that in, so it might be at night. I've been doing it in the sauna a couple of times a week. Haven't had to resort to doing it at work like on my lunch break or anything because I've been able to factor it in. Have you enjoyed it?
I've just been doing it at night because Dan tends to fall asleep.
I fall asleep. That's why I don't do it at night normally.
I can read for 20 minutes at night without falling asleep. Yeah, I have enjoyed it, and it's really kind of not forced me, but encouraged me to get back into reading because I can get lazy with reading
and sit on a phone instead.
And I do actually enjoy reading. It's just sometimes there's I just don't do it for whatever reason. So I have really enjoyed it, and it's been good kind of that 20 minutes because and sometimes I would go longer than that, but it's actually like I've been able to get through a book as well, because normally it would take me forever to read a book. It'll just
sit on your bedside table,
and then I'll start something new and I'll have two there. But I'll just do a quick update on the books we've read, just in case anyone was interested. I was already partway through this when the challenge started, so this is Intuitive Eating. Really enjoyed that. Anyone who's interested in like anti-diet culture and intuitive eating, this is, of the books I've read, this is the most practical one. And then I let Dan pick my book, which she chose Honeybee by Craig Silvey. It's an Australian, well, set in Australia. I assume he's an Australian author. Really enjoyed it. I read it really quickly.
For you definitely
For me,
did.
I did, definitely. I think this is just a really nice story for anyone.
Easy to read.
Very easy to read. And now Dan then picked my next book, because part of the problem as well is because I'm a Libra and choosing what to read.
Tell her what to do.
Dan is like, next you're reading this. I have just started Where the Crawdads Sing because there's a movie coming out soon of this book, and Dan's like, you have to read the book before we can see the movie. So I'm about a little bit in to this one. So that's my read. Oh, it looks pretty impressive when you look at it like that.
So the first book I had also started, and it was one of those ones I just kept picking up and I wasn't that interested in it. It was called The Shape of Sound, and it's a story of an Australian woman who has a hearing loss and just her kind of experience with having hearing loss in Australia and all of that. It was an okay book. It was a little bit slow, but I don't have it with me because I've passed it on to another audiology friend. So I finished that book, and then I read, this took me to 20 minutes lots, I think. It's called Wolf Pack by Abby, do you say Wambach? Wambach. She is a US soccer player who has now kind of really moved into the
motivational speaking.
I really enjoyed this. It didn't take long to read it. It is literally like less than 100 pages, but I liked the concept of it and I really enjoyed it. Then I read possibly my favorite book of the year last night at the Telegraph Club. I really, really loved this book. I couldn't put it down. Read it in under a week with the 20 minutes. It's quite easy. And now I am on to one that my mum has lent me. I have a couple of this person, Karen Slaughter. Mum likes her, so she lent some of her books to me. I am maybe 30 to 40% of the way through it.
You couldn't see the name when you held it up there, was it?
Sorry.
Pieces of Her. It's a crime one, is it?
Yeah, kind of like a thriller kind of thing.
Nice.
So it's not scary. But I have been enjoying it. Again, can't put it down. So I really have enjoyed the 20-minute challenge, and I'm hoping, unlike the phone, which has not stuck, this will hopefully hang around for a little bit longer.
Yes. Now, July.
Not August, July.
We are in the middle of winter in Australia, so this is kind of relevant to this time of year, I think. So we're going to do what we call it, sunlight challenge.
Sunlight. Let's call it sunlight.
So I guess it benefits you as far as helping with your circadian rhythm. So making sure, it helps with you going to sleep, knowing when you should be asleep and when you should be awake. And also exposure to the sun as far as vitamin D, which is very important for your immune system and lots of other things in your body. So basically the challenge, what we're going to do is 10 minutes outside. We're going to do first thing in the morning with no sunglasses on or anything. You want the light to hit your eyeballs so that your body knows, okay, it's morning now. This is daytime when I'm awake. So 10 minutes outside first thing in the morning. Now, we can incorporate it with our exercise, like going for a walk. So that will be relatively easy, or watering the garden, which we now have to do.
Or sitting reading a book for 20 minutes in the sun.
But yes, if you can't do first thing in the morning, because I guess people in the southern states, it might still be dark
and
cold. Perhaps you could do your lunch break if that's an easier option. And I guess for people on night shift and stuff, I know that could be difficult too. But what we're going to do is 10 minutes outside first thing in the morning. So you can work out whichever way suits you. And it is best if you can not wear sunglasses, I think, for this. And given here that it's winter, it's quite safe for us to be outside for that amount of time. If you're in the northern hemisphere
and it's 40 degrees Celsius,
if it's really hot, first thing in the morning is probably a good option as well. But yeah, obviously tailor it to suit you and, be safe and everything. But what we're going to do is 10 minutes outside first thing.
Yeah, and tailor it to yourself is always our thing with these challenges, because we are aware we live a certain way and a certain lifestyle that, is not the way everyone lives their lives. So figure out a way, if you want to do it, what will work best for you. Print off the accountability calendar, tick it off each time you do whatever your parameter is. If 10 minutes isn't feasible, 5
minutes.
Yeah, whatever
exactly.
works.
Something is better than nothing. And I think it is important when, from reading about your circadian rhythm, first thing in the morning and then sunset are kind of good times, because your body's going, oh, okay, like it's getting darker now, or it's getting lighter now. So yeah, even if you did in the evening, if that's when you go for a walk or something. But yeah, I think, does that make sense?
This is a little bit harder because it's not kind of hard like 20 minutes read a book, but we're doing 10 minutes in the sun in the morning. Hopefully come along and join us. The link, if you haven't participated in our wellbeing challenges before, there is a link in the description below. If you just send us your email address through that link, we will send you the information. So you get like a one-page PDF around kind of the parameters and where you can find out more information if you're interested. You get an accountability calendar, and we also have a Facebook group where people share what they're doing, and that can be helpful for accountability and that kind of thing. So
we would love for you to come and join us in July for our sunshine.
Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to learn the next challenge, August. We're all anticipating August. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.